Let's go 3 in a row. You've just announced a new online tournament series, the To-Go Boxes, which will be online events with no sponsors featuring experimental rule sets and rotating games like Melee, Smash 64, Brawl, Project Plus, HDR. What rule sets do y'all want to see featured in a To-Go Box tournament? Is it finally time to resurrect Rishi's Jungle Jam? And Hungrybox, are you scared of the copyright cops coming for you?
I'm not at all, because there's no money at all putting into this. It's the exact same thing as me having a Discord call like I'm with you guys and saying, hey, do y'all want a mini bracket right now? And instead of a mini bracket, it's a bigger bracket. And it's just, there's nothing to it at all. There's no law against playing a video game online. And right. if we're allowed to stream ourselves playing Slippy, I'm allowed to run a fucking bracket. Just because we have two, sticks going into smaller sticks into a quarterfinal, into a semis, doesn't suddenly make it illegal. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. The point is, the main reason I'm doing it is to make myself practice, to force myself to practice Melee more often. So that's why I'm doing it. And I think that once I narrow it down, and once I really get the ebb and flow of doing this, it'll be good. It's just a good reason to practice for everyone. And I'm just ready to show people what I got, and I'm ready to give everyone else a fucking avenue to actually enter an online Melee tournament. And if
all these other games, it's beast.
Yeah, if Nintendo, whatever, actually, really is against this, I'll be extremely surprised. And then it'll be another fucking, knife I have to kneel on, or whatever the expression is. It'll just be surprising. I don't think they're going to go through all that just to do that.
What formats do y'all want to see, Edwin?
When you ask me a question like that, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see anything different. I literally just want to watch good Melee. Like, I don't want to watch Rishi's Jungle Jam or like wacky stages or any of that shit. I just want to watch like good players play Melee against each other. And if I had the time, I would enter it. But like, I just want to see regular Melee. I'm not really interested in like if people are interested in it, like, you should do that. But just for me personally, I would like to.
It is really sad to me that we lost bi-weekly great Melee that was actually really gaining steam at the end in viewership. With the
straight up. I mean, I think the only thing I would do remotely, I would literally model any online tournament, any online event. I think what we had during the pandemic was amazing. I think the only thing that sucked was there wasn't offline. So, but I think in terms of how I would structure online events, I would literally do what we were already doing. I mean, the only thing I would personally love to do is I just don't have the financial capacity right now to bring back King of the Cube. I love show match content because it is serious Melee. I think the only thing we really appreciate as a community, people like me and Edwin, stakes, and also the only thing I would do differently besides serious Melee in a best of 5 is serious Melee and longer sets, because I think that's the first to 5 thing that I was doing. I think is the only thing that I personally think is also really interesting. I do want to bring it back. HBox can take my idea and run with it if he wants, but I think he's fine with the to-go boxes as they are. But I mean, yeah, it's just serious Melee is dope.
It basically just gives us like a Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday Melee tournament to do each time. People are going to enter no matter what, because it's just fun to play Melee in general too. And I think if we're going to experiment with certain crazy rule sets, I'm going to do crazy ones for Ultimate, you know what I mean? Like WarioWare only or low tiers only. For Melee, I knew that Aiden was experimenting with modded stages or whatever. And if we're already doing online Melee, we might as well just tweak it as much as we want, right? So maybe a giant Melee to-go box, or something to do with Mute City only. I don't know. We can vote on these things. The thing is, we have full creative not licensing. I can't use that word, but we have the direction that we want to put it in, however we want to do it and have fun. We can do a vote for it. It's just a fun way to enjoy Melee, And when Liquid told me that they wanted to, or they told me I couldn't do Melee Coinbox anymore, I was like, what really could allow us to still celebrate the game? And I realized the fact that made a difference was money. When we take money out of the equation and just leave the Melee,
I have an idea.
You still have a really, really good thing happening there. And people can stream their runs. If they win a tournament, people will sub to them. There's still a prize. There's still something to talk about. And it's just good for the scene in general. So like I said, these tournaments, I'd be very shocked if anyone really got that pressed over it. So I'm going to continue running these until this is last time until I can't. But if it didn't feel right to not have a Melee tournament that I run.
Blur, what do you think?
Hang on. Okay, Blur can go. Fine. But I'm about to cook. When you let me cook, I'm about to cook.
I love letting you cook. You cook first. You want to let
me cook, Blur? Can I cook?
You go ahead. God bless.
You can't do money prizes. I get that. There is such an undertapped, like just potential for weird Melee prizes. I have a good example of that in my closet to this day. I have never seen it, but I have a Zane pinata. It's a life-size Zane pinata. It's in my house. I've never busted out. The Golden Guardians commissioned it. They send it to my wife so that she could package it up and have me not see it. And then Golden Guardians got disbanded, so we never got to do content with it. And in fact, this was like when Zane was still part of the team. So we had this idea and we dropped it. We had a bunch of we were going to commission a nun bobblehead figure. If you can't do money prizes, think of there's straight up Zeke has it all written down. There's a Google document. There were like 30 weird things we were going to make. And that could be like the 7 weird wonders of the Melee world that they could be prizes.
Can you bring this out? Is this in the room with you?
I can go get. Do you want me to go get it?
Yeah, I'll give you 10 points if you bring it out.
I've never seen it.
We gotta see it.
I'll give you 10 points if you bring it out within the next 2 minutes. Go.
10 gets me to 74. Can I have 12?
Yeah, you can have 12.
He goes and I say my
thing. To get the lead. Hungrybox, take the lead back. No, Blur, it's your turn. Blur.
Okay, 2 fun little competitions that I think could be done. I think we can bring back like Smash the Records versus the Baddies. Basically, you have top players go around and you line up a bunch of newer players and you see who can rack up the highest amount of stocks taken. Another idea, this is not even featuring top players, is we can do like what's effectively like a cosplay or a beauty contest, like you see in like Pokemon, but like with skins. Like just have like a thing where we have like people trot out and make new skins for an event and say like, hey, we're looking for the best skin. And we have like judges rate them and make them, decide who did the best job or whatever. And you can have different criteria for it. Like, hey, everyone make a Gan skin, everyone make a Mart skin, whatever.
Yeah. You know who has the best skin, Blur?
What's up?
The girl reading this. All right, Edwin, what do you think?
That could have gone a lot of ways. I'm happy with that way.
I don't really have any more thoughts on this.
Okay.
I just literally.
All right, we're just stalling for Toph. I guess we can move on to our. No, I'll wait for him. So we've talked about it. We've got a couple different. Yeah, let's just wait. We'll just sit here. How y'all doing? You feeling okay? You okay with us going a little bit long?
Well, he's pulling it out. Van City Primal, the guy who helped me out with the Coinbox mods on Melee Coinbox, he made a new one for To Go Box. He sent it to me. It's pretty cool. And I would show it to you guys, but I guess I'll show it on my stream.
Yeah,
I got it.
Well,
this is big.
Oh my god.
Things are happening in the background.
Y'all ready for exclusive? I'm gonna start ticking up these points for every moment of delicious content Toph delivers.
My only question is, how did he not get it out of his box beforehand? I thought
how long's it been there?
Yeah. Like I would have kept that out.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
My goodness.
That's not Zane.
That does not look like
That's not Zane.
That looks more like. Hold on. Can you show the camera?
Yeah, who does it look like? Who does it look like?
Bro,
it's like a brown James Bond.
It looks like some
wait, hang on a minute. Hang on a Blur. Because how else would you describe Zane than brown James Bond?
Okay, come on, dude.
Oh my god.
You say brown James Bond?
Yeah,
it looks like brown James Bond.
That's Zane. Zane is brown James Bond, right? Zane would say so. If I called Zane brown James Bond, he'd be like,
comb over. Why is his head so fucking big?
Comb over.
He looks like if you combine all the top 10 Melee players together.
I've never even seen it until I didn't make it. You guys are mad at me like I made it. I didn't make it.
I'm just wondering where Golden Guardian's money was going before it fell under.
I'm shocked you had that in that box for so long. That's
I've had it for like
I'm
3
impressed.
years.
Dove, how much do I need to PayPal you to smash that fucking pinata right now?
How many points would dude? I want to use it.
You don't want the money. He wants the points.
I want the Fourside.
I give you 30 on the spot for smashing it, but I don't know if that's the best use of it.
Dude, I want. There's something I can do with this, right? Like, let's talk about
smash it here now.
I know, but like, dude, I could bring it to imagine I bring it to Genesis and like it's HBox Zane,
in the top 8.
And HBox wins and I run on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no one's gonna believe you.
The big problem that you'll run into at Genesis, and again, we've talked about it a little. It doesn't look like Zane, and you're gonna run into that problem when you try to scale up this operation.
I will write the word Zane on it.
Okay, that'll work. You put it on his t-shirt. My name is Zane.
Look,
all right. Well, let's move on to our next topic. That was amazing.